Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you guys having a good day, or hoping that you guys have better days ahead. Hold on a minute. Never mind. Let's just let me just take a quick first few minutes just to get myself organized. I just came home late from work, so sorry about that, folks. Okay, now I'm gonna try to get this done as quickly as possible, given that there's just so many things for me to talk about in terms of the weather. But right now, might as well just half-ass through all this, and often take my time to take some breather, folks, because I'm too tired, and I'm gonna end up tiring myself out. All right. Like I said, welcome to the stream, episode 83 of Mushroom City of Minecraft. We will get to that in an hour, but in the meantime, we are going to talk about the weather in the first hour. This is Marlon here, and I just came back from work. Hope you guys are having a good day, or hoping that you guys have better days ahead. Now, let's take a look throughout the United States. We have 5 active weather alerts, 3 special weather statements in California, 1 high wind warning, and 1 flood warning. Not a lot, folks. Not a lot. We do have areas of low pressure located in Canada. Hi, Wild. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good day. You're hoping that your days get better or something. Well, for me, I'm extremely tired because it's been a long day at work. And I had to take care of some things outside of work and such. So, and also, how's the weather in your area? We do, I'm gonna try to make this as quickly as possible because there's a lot to talk about in the tropics. See, we have areas of low pressure located in southeastern Ontario. We have an occluded front that's swinging through southern Ontario, southern Quebec, Maine, and then transitions to a cold front that's offshore, but then makes its way through central Florida and then briefly through southern Texas. Areas of high pressure are dominating throughout much of the south, as you can see. A little bit of area of low pressure located in the panhandles of Texas. And we do have areas of high pressure throughout the Great Plains, the Northern Rockies. Yet areas of low pressure are all over the southwest. And there's even an area of there's a cold front just located offshore from the west coast, but just a little bit in Vancouver Island. And an occluded front just parallel to the coast along British Columbia. Hold on a minute. There's a background music that I need to mute the mic for. I don't think it's loud enough. Alright. Day has been alright. I can't really do too much because of all the rain, especially the last 2 days. Yeah, I mean, Wild, according to your radar, from what I'm seeing, you do have some showers and clouds throughout your area. And I did mention that you were going to have some wet weather in the next few days, going into later this week, so it may not be much of a surprise. Now let's zoom in into the northeast. Plenty of clouds and showers throughout New England, interior northeast, like upstate New York, Pennsylvania, parts of West Virginia. But along the coast, hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. Throughout the coastal areas from the coastal part of New Hampshire all the way down the I-95 corridor through Virginia, clear skies, and as well as southern West Virginia. Low of 5 Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit, high of 7 Celsius, 45 Fahrenheit. Mostly overcast with some scattered showers here and there. That looks like depressing weather, Wild, from what I'm seeing. So that means that whenever there's like a lack of temperature swings, that tends to equate to mostly cloudy conditions, overcast conditions, and some showers, maybe fog if there's a lack of wind. Right. Then so yesterday we had some showers that occurred throughout the earlier part of yesterday. I woke up to it, and then it was mostly clear. Yeah, afterwards it got a little warm, but so far it's all right. Just some clouds moving into the New York City area in a matter of hours. Throughout the south, though, it's mostly clear, as you can see. Nothing much to talk about, but there's a flood warning just west of Daytona Beach, and it's all because of some minor coastal flooding, and it's all prone to all that flooding. But just ahead of a cold front in Florida, there's plenty of spotty showers right along coastal parts of Florida, Lake Okeechobee, the Everglades, but it's not a widespread thing. It's just mostly ahead of a cold front, but the thing is, cold fronts don't usually move quick enough in places like South and Central Florida, as sometimes there's a lot of tropical air that that tends to keep the cold front move from advancing further into Cuba, which means that Florida, mostly in Central Florida, it's nothing but a battleground for warm air from the tropics and cool air from the upper latitudes like us, Wild. Nothing much in Texas. The Ohio Valley, nothing much except for Michigan and northern Ohio and northern Indiana, and just a little bit in the Chicago area. Plenty of showers and clouds rolling through the Great Lakes states, plus eastern Minnesota, plus you, Wild. I can see that you have clouds and showers. Maybe some areas may see just a little more rain than some drizzle. Then we go to the Great Plains, where it's mostly clear. Some radar issues going on in North Dakota, where there have been some spotty showers and clouds. But right now I'm not going to go into it, because we're going to Minecraft. But thing is, we also got to talk about the tropics. The northern Rockies, nothing much there. The Great Basin, some clouds and showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, and in few areas wherever there are high elevations, you can notice that there could be some snow showers and some flurries up in the mountains if they're cold enough. In the desert southwest, some showers and clouds rolling through the region of both Arizona and New Mexico, moving to the northeast. California, there are special weather statements right in the southern end of the Sequoia National Park area, and yet they're causing some thunderstorms in localized areas in that part of the park. But otherwise, it's just nothing but a bunch of thunderstorms and showers all throughout central California and throughout the Reno, Carson City, Lake Tahoe area. Southern California is looking nice. We go up to the Pacific Northwest, where on the western side of the western half of the Cascade Mountain Range, like the coastal areas, there are some clouds and showers moving into the mountains, plus a little bit in Northern California, but that's dissipated. Much of the action's in Washington State, although on the eastern side there's nothing much. And yet, all that moisture is starting to move into the Pacific Northwest. And looky here, we got We do have a high wind warning on the southern end of Alaska. And yeah, where is Juneau? Juneau's right there, which is about a few hundred miles just to the southeast of the state capital. And we do have a tropical system named Melissa, but we'll get to that in just a few moments. Now, let's switch scenes to here. Oh boy. Yeah, on my end, it's quite pixelated. Yeah, let's go over throughout much of the country, though. See what we got on the northeastern corner part of this country, where you do have areas of counterclockwise flow stretching from North Dakota all the way to Maine, where it's moving to the southeast towards Illinois through the Ohio Valley, and then to the northeast once it reaches the Appalachian Mountains and the Great Lakes area, while your wind speed and directions from the northwest moving up to 20 miles an hour, and yet you have a temperature of 44 degrees, which means it's in the around the mid to upper single digits in degrees Celsius, if I'm not mistaken, wild. But either way, in the Ohio Valley, where winds are mostly around up to 25 miles an hour, but just near Toledo up to 30, maybe around 30 miles an hour. In the coastal areas of the megalopolis areas, like from Maine all the way to Washington, D.C. and Virginia Beach, winds are up to 30 miles an hour. Elsewhere throughout the Great Plains, about as much as up to 25 miles an hour, maybe a little lighter though, coming from the south. And in the south, though, you have a clockwise flow of winds that's centered in the lower Mississippi Valley, where winds are moving to the south, but then they shift to the southwest once it enters the Gulf. In Texas and Oklahoma, winds are shifting to the north, and they become lighter as it enters Kansas. Winds are lighter in the lower Mississippi Valley, Texas and Oklahoma up to 25 miles an hour in winds. Florida up to 20 and up to 25 throughout the interior parts of the Carolinas, Georgia and Tennessee, and up to 30 in some places in the Outer Banks. In the west, though, you have plenty of light and variable winds. The coastal parts of the Pacific Northwest, winds are moving onshore, but they're blowing up to 25 miles an hour. Winds in California, they're blowing onshore for the most part. In the San Francisco Bay Area, they have winds blowing up to 20 miles an hour, but on into the Central Valley, California to the north, blowing up to 25 to 30. Southern California, some parts may be blowing up to 25 miles an hour. The desert Southwest, though, you have winds in Arizona moving to the north at up to 25 miles an hour. In New Mexico, somewhat light and variable, but strongest winds are up to 25 miles an hour. Alright, let's take a look. In New England, temperatures range from the upper 40s to low 60s. In upstate New York and Pennsylvania, temperatures are in the upper 40s to mid 50s. The greater New York City area has temperatures that are in the mid 50s to low 60s. The Mid-Atlantic has temperatures that are in the mid 50s to mid 60s. That includes West Virginia, though. In the southeast, you have temperatures that range from the low 60s to mid 70s. In Tennessee to Alabama, Mississippi, the Carolinas, and Georgia. Arkansas and Louisiana has temperatures that are in the 70s. In the northern half of Florida, from Palm Bay to Tallahassee, temperatures are in the 70s, but Jacksonville's at 80 degrees. The southern half of Florida, from Tampa to Key West, temperatures are in the 80s. In Texas and Oklahoma, let's see, Oklahoma has temperatures that are in the mid-60s to mid-70s. The Panhandle of Texas, temperatures are in the mid-60s to upper 70s. Western Texas, all the way to southern Texas, temperatures are in the 80s, but Laredo's at 95.